What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Culination Media, bringing you another episode of Pokemon Y. This is episode number 44, I believe. And today, we're going to be taking on the rest of Victory Road. Hopefully. I don't know if we're going to get to all of it, but we're going to try. Now, before we get too far into the episode, I'd like to remind you guys that we're trying to get to 50 likes on this episode, so if you can show your support by clicking that thumbs up button right below this video, it would help out a lot. And of course, I always appreciate you guys. I really, really do. I can't say it enough. I know I sound like a broken record, but I really, really do. Alright, so we're up against an Azumarill here. It goes down to that Poison Jab pretty easily. Like I said, we're trying to get through Victory Road today. I don't know if we can do it all. We're going to get close, but I want to at least get to the area that is, whatchamacallit, that is like, there's a waterfall at the end, and then there's like one last little cave. I want to at least get up to that point, so I don't know if we're going to do that, but we're going to try. And I'm just babbling at this point, but another fairy type is coming out here with the Florges. Poison Jab takes that out, so we get a nice little bit of experience. Aurorus is growing up to level 66. Golurk is growing up to level 67. And that does it for Fairy Tail Girl. Are they called Fairy Tail Girls, or am I just completely making that up? I might be making that up, so I apologize if I just made that up completely. We're going to use Strength here. And I believe... Actually, you know what? I think that we're not going to get through all of Victory Road in this episode. I think what we're going to do is we're going to get as far as we can. And I'll record for like 20 to 25 minutes in that range. And then next time we'll finish up the rest of Victory Road. It won't be much. It'll be maybe like 5 to 10 minutes worth, if that. And then we will just fix up our Pokemon a little bit, use our TMs and HMs. Well, not HMs really, but mostly TMs. We'll go to the move deleter and get rid of some of these unnecessary HMs that really make our Pokemon kind of not the best for taking on things like the Elite Four. So we'll basically just spend the episode, you know, doing that kind of thing, or the last half of the episode, rather. We'll finish up Victory Road, like I said, the first part, and then we will tune up our Pokemon at the end, and then in episode, I guess, 46 it would be, we will take on the Elite Four, and we'll just go from there, and it'll be a good time. We're going to use Rock Smash here, because there's an item over here. There's actually going to be a Mega Stone over here later on, but we can't get that right now. We have to defeat the Elite Four before we can even think about getting Mega Stones. So, we picked up a PP up over in the corner over there. We already battled that girl, so we're up against this Hex Maniac. And I want to switch, not Aurorus, I want to switch Haxorus out. We'll put Lucario up at the front because we have that Shadow Claw for any Psychic and Ghost types that this trainer may want to throw our way. And Hex Maniac, Rosalia, if that's even how you say that, is going to send out a Gourgeist. I don't know what size this thing is. That appears to be the small one. So it shouldn't have as much of a bulkiness, I guess I want to say. It's not as much defense as the larger ones do. So we should be able to take this out with a Shadow Claw from a Mega Lucario. That's going to do so much damage. Oh no, it does not take it out. It's going to go for the Trick or Treat, thankfully, and no attacking type moves or Will-O-Wisp. Neither one of those would be something preferable. But we can just go for another Shadow Claw. There's no reason to hold back here. This thing's at level 58. Some high-level Pokemon going on right now. We're going to gain 2,100 experience points. Lucario growing up to level 66. Our team is looking ready for the champion. Looking just awfully ready. I'm definitely excited to get to the end of this game. Not that I want to just stop playing it, because we're going to do some post-game stuff, I think. I think I want to do some post-game stuff, just, you know, show where the Mega Stones are, and catch Zygarde, and all of that fun stuff. And Mewtwo as well, so we'll do some post-game stuff. Won't be crazy, but just a little bit. Anyway, we're getting attacked by Fearow here. So that is a thing. We got Lucario out here, but I think I just want to run from this, because it's at level 59. This wild Fearow is at a higher level than the trainer that we just faced in Victory Road. That is absolutely crazy. I have no words for that at all. There's a Quick Claw, or not Quick Claw, Quick Ball. And that will not really get used at all. But we do have to battle our rival here, so we need to get ready. Need to get ready to do this. I've been thinking, ever since all that trouble in Geosens, Lysandre chose only Team Flare. You and I chose everyone but Team Flare. But since our positions forced our hands, you can't really say any of us were right. That's why I feel that if both sides have something to say, maybe it's best to meet halfway. She's teaching us a lesson on compromising. But that's the kind of Pokemon battle I'm going to have with you right now. And she's a lot stronger than the first time that we fought her, so we are just in for a little bit of a fight here. She has 5 Pokemon. She's starting off with the Meowstic as usual, because she always starts off with the Meowstic. That's just what she does. It's just what she does. We're starting off with Lucario, and that is perfectly fine with me, because we have a 9-level advantage on this thing. We can Mega Evolve. We can go for that Shadow Claw. That should take this thing out. And it's strange because it feels like I'm kind of over-leveled at this point, but I'm really not, because we're going into the Elite Four, and the champion has Pokemon that are around the same level that our Pokemon are right now. So I don't feel over-leveled, because we don't have that far left to go in Victory Road anyway. So it's not like we're going to be gaining all kinds of levels before we get there. Whiskers and Haxorus, growing up to level 67, which is fantastic. She's going to send out her starter next, which is going to be Chestnut. We should be able to take that on with Whiskers. But I think what I want to do is actually give Aurorus some time to shine here. We are weak to both of its stab and 4 times weak to its fighting stab. But we should outspeed because Chestnut is super duper slow. I know Aurorus is slow as well. But we do have a 5-level advantage on it. And we can hit it with an Ice Beam. We do outspeed. Chestnut's special defense is pretty bad. And it's just going to go down to that Ice Beam. So that puts us in a great position. And we're going to gain all kinds of experience points. And Vaporeon is going to be coming out next. So that is a thing. Just noticing now I have nothing for water types, which is unfortunate. The only thing I have for water types is Aurorus' T-Bolt. And Aurorus is also weak to water type moves, because Aurorus is weak to basically everything. If there's a type out there that you're thinking about using, Aurorus is probably weak to it. Just saying. So the Muddy Water does a decent amount of damage, a good 40-45%, and we're able to hit Vaporeon with another T-Bolt there that is enough to take it out, thankfully, because if it got max damage, we would be a dead Aurorus, and we would be a sad little panda. Altaria is coming out next. We can stay in again with Aurorus, because Ice Beam is going to ruin this birdie's day. I mean, I guess it's not a birdie, but it's a dragon. It's a dragon. There is the Confide, lowering our special attack. It might live this now because Altaria has very high special defense. Nope, it does not, though. I was actually worried that it was going to survive that and destroy our lives because it outspeeds. Absol is coming in next. I don't really see any reason for us to stay in because our special attack is lowered. So let's go into our Lucario. We will have the type advantage, and we resist the stab, so if it has the Sucker Punch by chance, I don't think it does, but if it does, go for it. It's really not going to do anything at all. Level 59, and I think Chestnut was our highest level Pokemon. That was 61. So there's the close combat. That Absol is going down in one hit. Eventually she Mega Evolves as Absol, but not right now. I think it's not until after we defeat the Elite Four. The next time we battle her after that, which I'm pretty sure you can battle her daily. I think that's how that works. After you defeat the Elite Four in a town that we haven't been to yet, because we get to go to a different part of Kalos, or Kalos, however you want to say it. And yeah. Anyway, I'm just rambling on here. I think the reason we're so alike is because we have so many things in common, right? Because that's kind of how it works. I don't know. She's gonna give us max revives. And now we can move on. We can move on with our daily lives and not have to worry about Serena anymore. We can finally get through Victory Road. We have not really made any progress in this episode whatsoever. And now there's this person over here who is going to rest up our Pokemon for us, get it all back to full health, and all of our PP will be restored and all that stuff. It's pretty much the same thing as going to a Pokemon Center. Now, what is over here? Should I use another Repel? I guess we should, because I don't want to run into wild Pokemon ever. Never want to run into wild Pokemon because, I don't know. It's like as soon as I run into a wild Pokemon, then they just all swarm on me. They all like get the same idea, and they're all like, oh, hey, let's just go pay this guy a visit. And I don't want that. I don't want that in my life right now. Let's go into the cave here after we picked up a useless Zinc, which I believe is for special defense EVs, so I'm not going to be using that. There's a slide over there made of dirt. I don't know if I like slides made of dirt, but we do have a battle here against, is this a Ranger or an Ace Trainer? I don't even know. Pokemon Ranger Petra. She has 2 Pokemon. She's going to start off with the Slowbro. And I've got my Lucario out here, which isn't the best matchup, but I do have the Shadow Claw. I don't know that that will even take this thing out in one hit because Slowbro is incredibly bulky on the physical side. It would be much better if I could hit it with a special attack, but I don't have one on this Lucario. I don't really want to switch either. So there's the Shadow Claw, and that's actually almost a one-shot. We're going to get hit by a Psychic, and that does not do anywhere near as much as I thought it was going to because Mega Lucario really doesn't have that much bulk at all. It doesn't take hits very well, really anything at all. Even resisted hits sometimes do way more than I want them to. That was a neutral hit, but the Altaria is coming out next. So we can go into the Aurorus. We already know that, well, we don't already know, but the last Altaria that we faced outsped this Aurorus and went for the Confide, and that was unfortunate. We were still able to take it out in one hit, which was great. We'll see what happens with this one. It's at level 57 and has the Dazzling Gleam, which I believe it only gets via TM, unless I'm just crazy here. But that is a neutral hit. Doesn't do much at all to Aurorus, and we're able to get an Ice Beam off. That is going to take out this Altaria in one hit for sure. Because if a -1 Ice Beam was still taking out that other Altaria at neutral, it's definitely taking out an Altaria. Aurorus, I think, grew up to level 67. I think that's what just happened. I kind of just brushed through that really fast, so I don't know for sure. And I think I just went the wrong way here. This is going to take us back to the beginning. Yes, that lovely dirt little slide thing that I was talking about like a minute ago, that's where that led us. So we don't want to go that way again. We want to go to the right over here, and then we can go down and, I guess, continue on this way. Is there, like, no items over here? There's something that way. I want to know what that is. I really want to know what that is. How do we even get around? Is it going this way? No, well, there's a battle over here, so we might as well battle this guy, because I'm just apparently battling all of the trainers in this place. He has one Pokemon. His name is Ralph. And that's an interesting way to spell Ralph with just an F, but I kind of like it. I kind of like it. Creativity points. And he has a Crobat at level 59. We're going to Mega Evolve. We can go for a Metal Claw. We are neutral to his Flying type stab, and we're immune to Poison. So I'm really not afraid of this thing at all. Really, the only thing I'm afraid of is the Confuse Ray and then just hitting ourselves a million times. He's going to go for the X-Scissor, which is a 4 times resisted move, I believe. And Metal Claw, with adaptability and a crit, is going to take this Crobat down to about 2.5 HP. And we're going to be able to finish it off with anything. We could sneeze on this thing and it would just fall over. It would fall over, it would keel over, it would be done. Dunzo. Cowpate the second, growing up to level 67. Shinobi growing up to level 68. Wow, I mean, Shinobi is kind of getting, like, over-leveled right now. And I'm not even using him in battle. He just gains levels so fast. I mean, I guess I could turn off the experience share, but I want to be ready for the champion battle and the Elite Four without having to grind. So if that means I'm a little bit over-leveled here, then I guess we're all just going to have to deal with it. So I don't know what's over this direction, so we're just kind of going to head on over there and see what's up. My dowsing machine is picking up something, so there's a hidden item over here in like one of these rocks, maybe? I don't know. Yeah, there we go. Alright, it's a max repel, and I use those all the time, so, I mean, it'll get used. It'll get used probably in a few more steps when our current max repel runs out. But we have another trainer over here. So, we are preparing for another battle here. Veteran Inga. And she has just one Pokemon as well. It's going to be the Talonflame. Fire Flying type. And that doesn't bode well for Lucario too much. I don't want to get hit with like a Flare Blitz or something, and I don't think I can one-shot this thing because it resists both of my stabs. I can go into Shinobi, but Shinobi's pretty frail, and I don't know that I want to take like a Brave Bird or whatever this thing wants to go for. Acrobatics, even without an item, that's going to do a lot of damage. So I think what I want to do here is actually go out into the Haxorus, predicting this thing to go for a Fire-type move. And I know, what are you doing? Making predictions on the computer, honestly. But look, it went for the Flare Blitz, so it kind of worked out. Flare Blitz doesn't do that much at all. No burn. And deals a little bit of recoil as well, which is nice. Not that this thing's carrying a Focus Sash or anything. I always have competitive on my mind now. It's just what it is. This thing survives a Dragon Claw somehow. I was not expecting that at all. Talonflame usually goes down pretty easily. But we're going to get hit with a Brave Bird. And the recoil is actually going to take this thing out, but we took quite a bit of damage from that. This thing has Flare Blitz and Brave Bird. That is a strong Talonflame for an in-game team. I mean, I know that's our only Pokemon, so it should be strong. And it's Victory Road, and definitely should be a strong Pokemon, but still, that's kind of crazy. So this, what is this going to do? This is going to take us back kind of where we need to go. Or not really. This was the only way to get to this item, so it's a good thing I came over here. It's a Dragon Fang. And that is a held item that increases the power of Dragon-type moves. Kind of like Mystic Water does for Water-type moves, and Charcoal for Fire-type moves, and Miracle Seed for Grass-type moves, and I don't really need to go on. I don't know why I mentioned that many of them, but it just did, so deal with it. There's a hidden item right here. Alright, it's an escape rope. And that is pretty cool. I'm pretty sure I have a bunch because I bought a bunch. That's just what it is. I like to have escape ropes on me at all times so I can escape from things that I want to escape from. Graveler. Graveler is the wild Pokemon that swooped down from the ceiling to attack us. How does a Graveler swoop at all? That's what I want to know. This thing is not swooping anywhere. It's literally just a pile of rocks, or like just a big boulder with arms and a face, and like little stubs for legs. I don't understand why that is considered to be able to swoop. More like it just fell on top of me, or tried to fall on top of me and just missed. I don't know how I feel about that. Alright, did I not need to go over here? Does this lead us back to the beginning? No, it does not. There is an exit. So there's got to be some kind of item or something that's over here. There's a hidden item in this rock. It's going to be the Pretty Wing. Or a Pretty Wing, rather. Not the. There's many. But it doesn't do anything. It literally has no effect. There is a Max Elixir just chilling over here by this large rock. But that doesn't do us any good. There is a little hill down there, so we could slide down, I guess. I guess we can do that. I mean, that's going to just take us back to where we were before, but we can go heal up. Because Haxorus took a decent amount of damage from that Talonflame battle, and saving my potions is always good. Saving money, I like saving money. It's always nice. It's always a good thing to have extra money. I mean, not really at this point in the game when we don't need to buy a whole bunch of stuff, but it's the principle. Look at that backflip. I have so much skill. I have so much skill while roller skating. If only I had that much skill in Pokemon battles, my life would be easier. We have another trainer battle over here and a strength boulder, which is probably going to be a shortcut because that's what a lot of these are. It just allows you to get back through the cave and backtrack a lot easier. Veteran Gerard. He's got two Pokemon. He's starting off with the Banette. We've got Lucario out here. And he's going to frisk our Lucario Knights, and I'm not really worried about that at all. We can just go for the Mega Evolution. We can go for the Shadow Claw. I mean, I guess I don't have to be Mega Evolving every battle. But I really like using Mega Lucario. I honestly have not used it a lot in this playthrough. If you guys have been following this from the beginning, you'll know that before we got to like the last 2 or 3 episodes, I really only used the Mega Evolution a handful of times. It's not less than that. I really didn't use it at all. So I'm getting some use out of it now. It's not like I'm ever going to be using it in competitive battles because, I mean, it's obviously an uber Pokemon now because it's just too strong competitive. It just really, really is. I know a lot of people don't agree with it getting banned, but I personally agree with it. And I know a lot of other people do because it was like a 93% vote or 93% approval of Lucario being banned as far as the people who voted on Smogon when it did get banned a while ago. So, I mean, a majority of the people that play the metagame believe it does not belong in OU. That's just what it is. Now, I'm kind of getting sidetracked here, but we're going to use Strength to push this boulder into the little socket in the ground, and that will create a shortcut for us, I believe. We're going to double check, because I don't want to miss any important items or TMs. It looks like we are getting swooped down on yet again by another Graveler. Why do Gravelers insist on swooping down on us? I don't understand. What makes us look so swoop-worthy? I don't see any other trainers getting attacked by Gravelers, just us. Just us. I feel like that's discrimination. I really do. No hidden items over here. I felt like those rocks looked kind of suspicious, to be honest. They looked very suspicious, but no hidden items. I just run everywhere with my dowsing machine because I don't want to miss anything. I mean, I do miss things all the time, but I want to get a majority of things. I never used to run around with the dowsing machine, even in older games, but I'm doing it this game. I don't know why. I just am. Just am. And it did go off somewhere over here. I don't know where it went off. There it is. Okay, so it's actually farther this way. And there it is. Alright, in the rock, because there's always hidden items in rocks. That's why I say they just look suspicious, but we're back towards the beginning of the outside area. There's no reason for us to continue that way. We can head on back to where we were because there was an area with torches, or the last exit that we passed had torches, so that means that we're going the right direction. There we go. Back on track. We're just about hitting the 20-minute mark in this episode, so I really don't think we're going to get through Victory Road here because we haven't even gotten to the waterfall area yet. I think this is the last trainer until we get there. But there's just... No, I don't think we're going to get through it all. So I think the plan is going to stand where we're going to finish up the very tail end of Victory Road in the next episode at the very beginning. It should take less than 10 minutes. And then we can spend the rest of the episode tailoring our Pokemon, getting it ready for the challenge that's ahead of us, which is the Elite Four and the champion of Kalos. So that is the plan. That is the plan indeed. Smeargle went down pretty easily there. So that is cool beans. That is cool beans. Oh, we have another trainer. In order to meet strong trainers, I just train in Victory Road. I think that's what she said. I don't know. I didn't really read it because I just would like to get through this. And I would like to get into the battle here. Magcargo is what she's starting off with. So that is pretty cool for us because we have a type advantage. I mean, it has a type advantage on us as well, but we can just go for a close combat. I'm not going to Mega Evolve. We don't need that. We don't need to Mega Evolve to beat you. Take that. We have like a 10 level advantage on this though. 57. I still feel like that's really high just to have trainer battles. And, you know, we haven't even defeated the Elite Four yet and they're at level 57. But still. Even with that, I feel like this game is like way too easy. I really do. I miss the difficulty of the older games. I mean, I love the graphics and the new features of the newer games, but there's something about the older games. It's not just nostalgia. People say, oh, you can't just like the older games and say that they're better because, you know, the newer games have all these extra features, and it's not just about the features and what games have Wi-Fi and that kind of thing. I mean, it's more than that, and it's also not just because you like the game because, oh, it has a nostalgia factor, or, oh, I played it when I was 5, so that means that, you know, it was my childhood and it's the best game ever. No, it's not necessarily like that. The difficulty was different, the environments were different. I mean, you can say that you like the game better. You can't, I don't know. That's just my thing. Now, we're going to need to go into our bag here, and what am I looking for? We need Waterfall. There we go. Alright, so we don't have a Pokemon that has Waterfall. I don't want to come back here. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to teach Shinobi that. And we will get rid of it next episode. So I guess I can get rid of Rock Smash. Because Rock Smash is actually a TM move in this generation. And I think last generation too. But I'm so used to it being an HM that I a lot of times think that once you teach it to a Pokemon, you can't get rid of it. And I don't know why I think that, but I just always do. I'm so used to it being an HM. I guess, there you go again. I'm used to the older games, which is kind of silly because, I mean, my favorite generation actually was 4th. So it's not like I'm just super attached to the older games. Anyway, I think this is actually a great place to stop. I mean, I could battle this guy, but I think we're going to stop here. We'll battle this guy, get whatever that TM is right there, and then finish up that last stretch of Victory Road. It's only like... It's just a little hallway with a couple of trainers in it, 2 or 3. We'll do that next time. Again, honing our Pokemon. Afterwards, getting rid of all the moves like Waterfall that I just taught Shinobi just to get up here. And actually give them decent moves. Get rid of Strength on Pyroar as well. Poor little Whiskers. He needs to not have Strength because he's not a physical attacker. So we will fix all that. And then in the following episode, we will be ready to take on the Elite Four. So I want to thank you all for watching as always, and your support does mean everything, so if you could please show your support by clicking that thumbs up button right below this video, it would help out a lot, and I will see you all for the next episode. But until then, game on.